Good morning, everyone. It's a pleasure to be with you this morning. Boy, do we have a morning here for you today. Muy buenos días a todos y todas. Tenemos una mañana fantástica. Aquí con nosotros is Joey Welz. Brother Joey Welz, how you doing this morning?
Saluda.
Greetings. He just said greetings to everybody.
Yes.
Okay. Well, Joey Welz is one of our famous rock and roll artists. And Joey, I understand that you have published over 1,000 songs. Is that correct?
Well, written and recorded over 1,000 songs. Not all of them are published by me, but many of them are.
Okay.
But the most famous one, of course, is the revised version of Rock Around the Clock. And if you want to talk a little bit about the beginning of rock and roll, it was my beginning. It was everybody's beginning.
Right.
Because it was in 1955 that it was used as the theme song for the motion picture Blackboard Jungle.
Uh-huh.
And the group that I'm from is Bill Haley's Comets.
Okay.
And they recorded the original version of the song, and then I rewrote the revised version, which came out later. We did a rap version, a heavy metal version, and a country version.
Okay. I want to translate that now.
Okay.
Okay. So, listen, Joey's talking about the beginning of rock and roll, how he helped get that started. And back in 1955, it was a theme song for which movie?
Blackboard Jungle.
Blackboard Jungle.
Starring Glenn Ford.
Starring Glenn Ford. Era el canción tema de la película Blackboard Jungle. Y él escribió muchas canciones. Y estamos aquí hoy porque queremos tener una vida fantástica sin droga. ¿Ok? Conocí a Joey cuando estábamos en una fiesta hace 3 semanas. Él me dijo que nunca ha tomado alcohol. No tiene que tener alcohol ni droga para sentir fantástico. Él me dijo que la música para ir motiva a él. I just said that I got to know Joey 3 weeks ago at the Oktoberfest at Lancaster Catholic School, and he told me that he had never drank alcohol or used drugs to feel high because music gets him high. Y una de las canciones más famosas es Rock Around the Clock. Canta sobre todo el tiempo. Y él va a cantar esa canción ahora. You're going to sing the song now, Rock Around the Clock Tonight, Joey.
Right. I'm going to go over to the piano.
Okay.
And we're going to go and use the orchestra from the actual recording of the musician.
Well, that's cool. You're going to play the piano while the orchestra plays.
Yeah, well, I'm going to sing it, too.
You're going to sing. You are so cool.
This is the revised version.
The revised version
of Rock Around
the Clock Tonight. La versión revisada, Rock Around the Clock Tonight.
Right.
Okay, so if we could get that music, the background music started, then Brother Joey is going to get going here. And it's amazing how we are organizing both the television and the radio this morning. Hector and Derek and Maria, I can't thank you enough for the fantastic work that you are doing. Okay, so what we're going to try to do is get that background music started, and then Joey will play the song Rock Around the Clock Tonight. I think the music is going to be coming. There we go.
1, 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, rock. 5, 6, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, rock. 9, 10, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, rock. We're going to rock around the country. Get your blue jeans on, join me on. We'll have some fun when the clock strikes 1. We're going to rock around the clock tonight. We're going to rock, rock, rock to the broad daylight. We're going to rock around the country tonight. When the clock strikes 2, 3, and 4, if the band slows down, we'll go for more. We're going to rock around the clock tonight. We're going to rock, rock, rock to the broad daylight. We're going to rock around the clock.
brother, Joey. It's so much fun to see you playing the piano like that. I just wish that all parents would get their children involved in music or some activity so they wouldn't have to use drugs. Oh, Joey.
Well, that's the secret. Not only music, but whatever they enjoy. I mean, sometimes it might be painting, or it might be writing songs, or it might be carpentry. But if you really find something that turns you on, and you go for it with 100%, you don't need drugs, you don't need anything, because your drug is actually the thing that you love to do, which is natural. And that's what God, I think, wants us to find.
Exactly. And I'm going to translate it in Spanish.
Okay.
Yo estaba diciendo que si todos los padres podían poner música en la casa para que los niños puedan tocar y disfrutarse con este talento. Y él me dijo que no solamente música, pero cualquier cosa que es positiva, deportes, artes, clubes, que los niños pueden involucrarse en algo. La actividad es la droga, o es como la droga, que motiva a la persona. Él dijo que la persona debe dar 100% en cada cosa que hace. So how did you give 100% in the music? At what age did you start?
My mother was a concert pianist, and when I was 5 years old, I reached up. I couldn't really see the keys, but I started picking out melodies.
Okay, mi madre, cuando era un pianista concertista, entonces cuando yo tenía 5 años, no puedo lograr el piano todavía, pero tocaba con mi dedo un poquito.
And I started listening to the radio, and I heard the first music I heard was rhythm and blues, the black music, and the boogie woogie, and so I kind of started playing boogie woogie when I was 6 or 7 years old.
Escuché por el radio música de rhythm and blues. Entonces comencé poco a poco a como tocar the boogie woogie en el piano a los 6 años.
And this is what I looked like back in the day. I don't know if they can see that picture.
Oh, boy, what a handsome young man.
No, I don't, but we all started out as a child, you know. So that's the picture, my first album back in the 1959, when I did my first song was the Jitterbug Rock, and it was a boogie woogie song.
Okay. En 1969 era mi primera canción y era el Jitterbug song. Y era como boogie woogie song.
Jitterbug Rock, yeah.
Jitterbug Rock. Y tocaba pero feliz. Okay, so you started, and then did your mother give you lessons herself, or did somebody give you lessons?
It's an interesting story about the lessons. When I was in the first grade, I went to a parochial school, and Sister Mary Jane had the job of giving me my first piano lessons. And after 2 weeks, she called my mother and said, "I don't know what we're going to do with Joseph." And Mother said, "Why? He loves to play." She says, "Yes, the problem is that when he starts playing something that I give him on the sheet music, after he starts playing on the sheet music, he goes off and adds his own versions. And then he stomps his foot on the ground when he plays." And I asked little Joseph why he does that. And Joseph says, "Sister, it's got to have the beat."
Oh, my goodness.
She says, "I think he better go his own way." And I went my own way, all the way to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Are you serious? You didn't have any more lessons?
No.
Oh,
2 weeks. I play by ear.
Okay. Él dijo que él tenía, cuando era en primer grado, una señora en la escuela que le enseñó el piano. Pero ella se dio cuenta que después de tocar una canción, él comenzó a poner su pie con el ritmo en el piso. Y continuó con su propia canción. Y él tomó 2 lecciones nomás y después él enseñó a sí mismo, porque adentro de él era una música muy profunda que tocaba su corazón, y hasta que era famoso por cantar. Okay, so listen, I understand that we want to listen to a part of a song now that you wrote about the Pope.
Right. You know, actually, I had a dream, and my wife, Martha, I called her up. I was out of town. I said, Martha, can you do some research on Pope Francis? She did, and she came up with a wonderful lyric.
Wow.
And
So Martha helped you write the song?
Yes, she did the lyrics, and I did the music.
Okay, we're going to put on the air, vamos a poner en el aire ahora una canción sobre el obispo, el padre.
It's the world's first song for the
Es la
Pope.
primera canción sobre el padre.
And welcome to
él hizo.
USA. Well,
La bienvenida a los Estados Unidos hace un mes y su esposa Martha y él escribieron esta canción. Okay, so should we put that song on
right,
now?
it's called The People's Pope.
Okay.
And the Monsignor,
El Padre de las Personas.
Monsignor Hodge is singing.
Monsignor Hodge is singing.
Some were sad. Now we have a people's pope, and everyone's so glad. His parents were Italian and made Argentina their home. He departed all dressed in red for the holy city of Rome. He and his fellow cardinals met to select a new pope, that God would help them pick the best. The people prayed and hoped when the white smoke billowed and the the cardinal standing, not seated on a throne. God bless you, Holy Father. You are the people's pope. To the downtrodden and lost in the world, you are their glimmer of hope.
Okay, that's the first part of the song.
Una canción de esperanza. It's a song of hope.
Right, and the music is also world beat, so it appeals to everyone.
Okay.
And that's good for that particular song. I think they got a message there about Pope Francis. He's really a very humble person, the servant of our Lord, and his basic message is he's not proselytizing about joining the Catholic Church necessarily. He just wants everyone to be aware of God in their lives.
Wow.
And that's the beautiful message that we portrayed in that particular song.
Él dice, esta canción es sobre el padre francés y es muy, él cree mucho en este padre porque este padre no solamente quiere a las personas católicas, pero que encuentra a Dios dentro de cada persona y eso para todo el mundo. El Padre es para todo el mundo.
And that's why we call him the People's Pope.
Okay, we have 10 minutes. Okay, so entonces, por eso llamamos el Padre de las personas. Now, what is it that parents can do for their children to encourage them to follow the motivation of music inside of them?
Well, not necessarily music inside of them, whatever their dream is.
Okay.
But they need to reinforce, we want you to be happy in life, and we feel that you can be the happiest by following your dream, no matter what it is. We support you. And give the kids the confidence to follow that dream.
Okay.
Even though it might not be exactly what they think the child should follow, because a lot of parents don't want their kids to be in show business. It's a dangerous business. But if they really have the talent and they really have the calling, nothing's going to change their mind. So just, you have to give them the support.
Yo le pregunté, ¿qué pueden hacer los padres para motivar sus hijos o para dejar que los hijos sigan motivados sobre la música? No solamente es la música. Cada niño debe buscar el talento y los regalos dentro de él o ella para que ellos puedan seguir motivados. y posiblemente no es exactamente la ruta que los padres quisieran que el niño siga. Pero es importante apoyar los niños si es algo positivo para seguir adelante. Okay, is there another song that you would like to have us listen to?
Yes, just we'd like to listen to a little bit of the cut called The Heart Behind the Eyes. And it's a good time for us to play that because what it means, the heart behind the eyes is the real person, not the personified person that they're trying to emulate, but what makes them really the person they are. And if you listen to the heart behind the eyes and present the heart behind the eyes, you're presenting yourself totally in the real essence of who you are. And then people will accept you that way.
Wow. Vamos a poner una canción, se llama El corazón detrás de los ojos. Y él dice que no solamente es la persona que usted ve en la cámara, pero quién está detrás de la persona en la cámara. Y me parece que Joey es un paquete completo que tiene mucha integridad. I believe you have a lot of integrity, Brother Joey.
Well, thank you.
And it's so nice to be able to talk to you. And as parents, we're trying to teach our children that it's not just fame we want, but it's enjoying a quality life using the gifts and talents that they've been given. No solamente es la fama que queremos, pero es disfrutando los dones y los talentos adentro de uno.
Doing God's will. So, that's
okay.
it.
Haciendo la voluntad del Padre. So could we please put on now the song
The Heart Behind the Eyes.
Best part of you comes shining right on through. The goodness in your heart is fragile and so pure, but you gotta do your part and open up the door. The heart behind the eyes never tells me lies. The heart behind the eyes holds no surprise. What's deep in your soul is the story that must be told. The heart behind the eyes is the best part of you. Let the heart behind the eyes show the beauty that is you. Don't be surprised if you find the real you.
That's the message. Yes. Thank you. That's a song of inspiration, and you follow what God put in your heart and do His will, and you have no problem because everything falls into place, you know?
Él dice que uno sigue la voluntad de Dios, no hay problema porque todo se queda en orden en la vida de uno. Did your parents help you in terms of helping you cultivate this richness that you had inside of you? I want to say that in Spanish now. ¿Tus padres te ayudaron a cultivar la música dentro de ti?
They gave me the space and the freedom to follow my dream. Although my parents were very skeptical of show business as a career.
Okay.
But I had to do it.
You know? Él dijo que sí, mis padres me dieron el espacio y la libertad de seguir su sueño, aunque tenían como deudas de si esto iba a salir bien, pero él tenía que hacerlo, dijo él.
Right. Now, I wanted to just put a plug in to let people know where they could get my music if they would like.
Yes.
First of all, there's an internet store called CD Baby.
Okay.
And
si las personas quieren comprar mi música, hay un internet tienda, se llama CD Baby.
When you go to www.cdbaby.com, all you have to do once you get there is put in Joey Welz in the search engine, but be sure to say Joey Welz, W-E-L-Z, not W-E-L-L-S.
Right, okay. Entonces, si quiere buscar la música de él, por el internet, vaya un search engine y ponga cdbaby.com
/Joey Joey
Joey WALZ. No
Yes.
S.
Yes.
WALZ. Joey Welz.
Love is the reason. That's the reason
Amor
we're here.
es la razón. Well, don't you have a song that says something like that?
That's the next song.
Okay, so let's go with now, Love is the Reason, and I think you'll get a better understanding of who Joey is. Vamos a escuchar la
I hope
canción.
so. I wrote the song.
Amor es la razón.
I've got a feeling this is the season. Wake up every morning, love is in the air. I've got a feeling, don't know what you're dealing. Yeah, I've got a feeling, love is everywhere. Come on everybody, hold my hand. Come on everybody, take a stand. Love is everywhere, so come join the band. We've got to live together in this big old world to make it better for every boy and girl.
Well, that's a good way to sort of wind things down. Love is the reason that Brother does the show and the reason that I do music, and love is the reason that we have our life. And if we live a life of love, we should be successful because that's what God put us here for.
Oh, Joey dice que, mira, esta canción dice todo. Amor es la razón por que vivimos. Debemos tener amor entre los padres y los hijos para que los hijos sigan sus sueños. We should have love between parents and the children so the children follow their dreams.
Right. And if you want to follow me, go to Facebook. Facebook.com, and then put in Joey Wells, and my Facebook will come up.
He said that if you do want to follow Joey, si quieren seguir a Joey, joeywells.com en Facebook y todas las cosas de él van a subir.
Again, JoeyWelz, yeah.
JoeyWalz.
Thank you.
Thank you, Brother Joey.
Peace to you.
And peace to you. It's been a pleasure to be with you this
God
morning.
bless you.
All right.